But just how do Hannah Winan and the rest of Madison College pitching staff do it? Join me, Ethan Maurice, as I get a pitching lesson from Coach Mike Bridge and the Madison College softball pitchers. I'll go from this
power position. Not bad. Hey, not
to this. The first thing we worked on was the wrist flicks. You have to strengthen your wrist to get that final snap on your pitches and increase your velocity. I also had to work on holding the ball parallel to my nose. That's where you want the ball to be when you start your footwork. Here, Allie Walker shows me how to start the footwork. She actually starts with the ball almost directly above her head to maximize speed. Right now, we haven't even started on the windup, and I'm just looking to get my accuracy down. After the camera moved, you can see my arm better. You want your arm to go straight down, instead of getting whiplash from the side.
So, turn your back foot in this position. So
We moved on to working with my footwork. You want to be able to get a big kick, and then push off the rubber, ending with your laces facing home plate. Finally, I got my footwork down, and threw my first good pitch. Up next is what Coach Bridge calls the punch and go. You bring your hands down to your thighs, and then windmill around, building up speed.
Not bad. Attaboy. Good work.
Emily Wiederholt does a great job of exploding off the mound and throwing the ball hard. To get your positioning, it's important to get low in your crouch and push off the rubber of the pitcher's mound to get more speed on your pitches. I threw a gem right here after learning how to crouch with Emily. However, on the next pitch, I didn't get low enough, as you can see. This caused me to lean forward on my windmill, which made my pitch go too high. Next, we moved on to powers. Some pitchers throw like this, but especially power pitchers who are trying to dominate with their velocity. Mac Taro isn't one of those pitchers. She excels at hitting her spots and making batters swing and miss, so she got some valuable practice time in too. Now, I go into my stance as a pitcher, but immediately Mac told me that I was doing something wrong. When you pitch a softball, it's the rule that your left foot has to be touching the mound. If not, it's called a balk, which means the batter gets to go to first for free. As you can see, I had a good windmill motion, but I kept my head leaned too far forward. This makes me lose velocity and throw the ball lower than it's supposed to be. After a few pitches, we had to go back to footwork. Coach Bridge told me that it's important. Finally, we moved on to the whole windup. This is supposed to be comparable to what you'd see Mac Terrell or any of the other regular pitchers do. Here she demonstrates. One thing I had to work on was how to step and put my arm out, or as Allie Walker put it, kicking and punching at the same time. Finally, we moved off the field, and I was glad to be done, because my arm was getting sore. Coach Bridge and the girls came over, and we talked a little bit about how to grip.
She's one of the best pitchers in the NCAA. So, all right, so like a 4-seam fastball is this, right here.
With the C.
Yep.
All right, like this.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, cool.
A 2-seam fastball is like this.
All right.
And this is gonna really move a little bit more.
Okay.
So it's gonna like Hannah. You throw yours like this, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, she throws hers like this, and it moves every which way. It doesn't matter. All right. Rise balls. Everybody has a little different grip.
Okay,
And-
You
but
throw
you're
your right
way
like that?
different. So
yeah, I throw mine like this.
Yeah, it hurts my finger to throw
Yeah.
Okay.
Your rise is really good right there. So this is
I never knew you threw it
here.
like that.
all right.
Most people want it off
I used to
center.
go like this.
Okay.
And
like
yep,
that.
yep,
Okay,
exactly. And some throw it like this, a turkey claw.
Turkey claw.
Yeah, and so
That's how I throw it.
So yeah. And this is just you're gonna take it and turn the doorknob up, so and then it goes
Okay.
up. The
Yeah.
spin goes up.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, cool.
Curveballs.
I throw my curve like my right.
Yep, everybody throws it. You want to try to mimic the grips to all look the same. So when you pull it out, they can't
Yeah,
tell what
okay.
pitch it is.
Gotcha.
So showing all you're doing on this
Me
is your
too. I'd
drop
rather,
ball.
like-
So you're turning it
That's
up
the
and
only one I
over.
heard different.
and you're gonna be nope like this.
Like you're whipping.
Have you ever have you ever dribbled the basketball?
Yes.
Illegally when you do the carryover, that's kind of like the drop. So it's like that. It's there. And a curveball is just the same thing as a drop ball, but you're going to the front toe instead of the back toe.
Okay. So like, do you throw it like this then?
That's a backhand. That's a backhand change. Yeah. So that's a change. That's Hannah's change up.
Okay.
So she spins it that way. And change ups, there's 1,000 different grips for change ups, but we try to make everything look alike.
All right.
So when we're doing that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Cutter's like a two-seamer, and then you're pulling your pinky through, and that's you screwball.
Oh yeah, I hold that one like this.
Yep, like that. Everything you're taught to do at the beginning when you're learning, you do exactly opposite on the cutter. You want to open up a little earlier and everything else. So these guys work the tails end off. Because once you get out here over your foot, it's really hard to throw a spin.
All right.
So that's what.
Well, great. Thanks so much, guys.
You rocked it, kid, for your first time. That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks, ladies.
You can catch my next no-hitter next week. Hit right?
You want to throw one?
After a great day of pitching, I feel confident to strike out anyone from the Milwaukee Stormers. Coach Bridge was great to work with, and the pitchers of Madison College, Mackenzie Terrell, Hannah Winan, Allie Walker, and Emily Wiederholt, were all good teachers. From Clarion Broadcasting, this is Ethan Maurice.